Today is April the 8th, 2017. I'm Keith Moore, and welcome to another episode of Homeless in Titusville. And today I'm being joined by, what is your name, sir?
Joseph Aragunde.
And how do you spell that, Joseph? How do you spell Joseph?
Joseph.
And your last name, how do you spell that?
Aragunde.
Okay. And how long have you been homeless?
9 years on and off.
9 years on and off. And are you a veteran?
No.
Never been in the military?
I've been to prison twice, though.
You've been in prison twice. And
Did 2 years in Florida and 3 years in North Carolina.
And what were you in jail for when you were here in Florida?
Aggravated assault, felony battery, and then I had a grand theft in North Carolina of a car, and then I had a grand theft of firearms in North Carolina, guns.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
30.
You're 30 years old. And what's your birthday?
September 12th, 1986.
All right. And how did you get in so much trouble? Are the charges related? Are they drinking related, drug related? Like, what's the deal with that?
I had a crack problem, and I was an alcoholic, and I did crystal meth for a while.
So you were doing crack and crystal meth and stuff like that, and you needed some money.
Yeah, and I just did whatever, because the drug was expensive. But alcohol's cheap, but the crack and crystal meth cost money, and then you want more and more and more.
And those were the things that you liked more than drinking?
No, I like drinking better, but I wanted to get a upper because drinking made me tired. Sometimes it made me sleepy. I didn't want to do nothing. It gets me all tired and depressed. So I kind of did crack to wake me up, to make money. So I started doing crack.
And what kind of jobs have you done? Like, what's your work history?
The only job I've ever done in my life was I worked for Verizon, the company Verizon, and I was a lead sales manager of the whole floor. And I sold the most packages. Like, I sold 200 in the month of December. I was making $150,000 a year before I became homeless.
And how many years did you make that kind of money?
For just that year before I got caught with cocaine in my locker and weed.
So you never really had enough time to accumulate any kind of wealth?
I did, but I spent it. I spent it all. I blew it. I went to the casinos, Hard Rock. I went to the casino. I gave money to my mom, all her stuff.
Where were you living? Were you living close to the casino here in Florida?
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
The Hard Rock Casino. Yeah, I used to go there. I used to stay up at 24 hours. I had a platinum card. I used to go and spend like $1,000, $2,000 a night there and drink and smoke and play the slot machines, play poker.
Wow.
I lost like $4,000 one night. Hours.
So what about your family life? Like, have you ever been married? Do you have any kids?
I have a daughter that's 5 years old. She lives in Asheville, North Carolina, Smoky Mountains.
And when's the last time you've seen or talked to her?
Haven't seen her in 2 years.
No.
I pay child support. I try to. They get me. I've been in jail because of child support. They put me in jail because I wasn't paying. But my mom helped. My mom helps me pay it a little bit, but. But I try to send my daughter some kind of money, whatever I make. I give her something. If I get like a lot of money somehow, I send her. Especially on Christmas, I send them money for Christmas presents.
And were you able to send them any money this past year? Or
yeah,
no?
Yeah, I was.
And how much were you able to send them?
Like $60.
All right. So it was something. It wasn't zero. It was something.
Yeah, but and then.
Well, tell me about the woman that you had this child with. Did you guys live together?
I met her in Hollywood. I met her in Hollywood, Florida, a young circle.
Was she about the same age as you? Or?
She was younger than me. She was only 21. I was like 23. She was like 2 years younger than me.
Okay.
It was the youngest woman I ever been with, actually. But Every other woman I've been with, they're in their 40s or something, you know, or they're 38.
So-
I get older women a lot of times. I don't know. I get the cougars.
So did you and this woman kind of build life together? Did you guys have a house? You have a house and cars together, or any did you build any kind of life?
She had Section 8 housing, and she had a government check she was getting every month, like $750 a month. She was schizophrenic. She was diagnosed schizophrenic, but I couldn't deal with it no more. It was driving me schizophrenic. And I felt bad for the girl, man. That's why I stayed with her for so long. It wasn't about sex or anything like that. It was just, I really felt bad for her. I actually kind of felt bad. I felt like I was taking advantage of her because she was vulnerable.
Yeah.
No, but what I saw her go through made what I go through to look like nothing. Somebody with schizophrenia, it's like, she was on all kinds of medications. She was going to the doctors, and some of the medications weren't working. She was on Abilify and all these pills. And
wow. So what?
Thorazine.
So you just worked that really one good year where you made that $150,000. And
yeah, and I quit. I never worked after that.
And
they terminated me. They terminated
from the drugs.
Me.
Yeah.
They called in my locker. They terminated. They called me in the office and they said, sir, we don't want to fire you, but you're one of our best salespeople. But you gotta go. You can't have this on our property.
Yeah.
And you're bringing in drugs into our business, and it's not gonna work out. And when they terminated me, I got kind of depressed. I cried down the street because I knew I was straight out of high school when I got that job. I was only like 19. I was making that type of money, 20 years. I got my high school diploma, and then I went to BCC, Broward Community College. I got a degree in carpentry, and then I got a degree in culinary.
How long after the drug bust at work did you become homeless? Like, were you living on the street?
I was getting worker compensation for a while, and then I just.
So how about rehab? Have you ever tried rehab?
Yeah, I went to Florida Sober House, Primary Purpose.
Where's that at?
It's in Fort Lauderdale. And then I've been to BARC, Broward Addiction Recovery Center, and I went to IRT, Intensive Recovery Treatment.
Any of those kind of programs help you?
I did 2 months. I completed the whole program.
And did it help
sober.
you?
I was sober for those 2 months. I didn't smoke a cigarette. I didn't pick up a drink. Didn't do anything.
So what led
when I got out, my dad started talking to me again, and then I was on Seroquel. I was taking Seroquel. They prescribed me Seroquel and Wellbutrin and Laprexo. And my dad told me one day, he was driving in a car with me. I got in an argument with him. I was working for my dad for a while. He was paying me like $200 a day, but me and him got in an argument. He was like, that medicine's nothing but a crutch. He was like, you're just using it as a crutch. And
so he didn't see it as something you needed.
He got me a room for 2 weeks, a motel room right out of rehab, and then we got in an argument. Once we got in that argument, I went back out on the streets and started drinking again. I stopped taking my medication. Medication was working for me.
Well, how was he able to pay you $200 a day? Like, that's a lot of money. What did he do for a living?
Screening windows.
Screening windows?
Screening closures. He was making every big screen enclosure he did, like the big pulls, he would get on top, and I was just passing him stuff, helping him.
Was he a manager? Did he own the company?
He owns the whole company himself. He started his own business. He has a work truck, and it says Fast Action Windows on it.
Wow. And how about brothers and sisters? Do you have any brothers and sisters?
I got a brother that lives in Arizona, but I haven't talked to him in 5 years. I haven't even heard. My mom hasn't even heard from him. Maybe we don't know where he is.
And how is your brother? Does your brother have issues?
My brother's a year younger than me. He was born a year younger than me. He was born in September 2, but he's September 7th.
And what does he do for a living?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. Last time I saw him, I was in Plantation, Florida. He was hanging out, and he met this girl in Arizona, so he went to Arizona, Phoenix, and I haven't seen him since.
When's the last time you've seen your mom or your dad, or even talked to him on the phone? Or
I talked to my dad the other day when I was up in Sebastian.
Yeah.
I called him off some guy's phone, and I found his number. I looked up Fast Action Windows. I called him. He said, who's this? I said, this is your son, Joseph. He's like, what's up? He was like, I I'm going to Daytona. He was like, well, just be careful, be safe. And that was it. That was the end of the call. I wanted to, because my mom changed her number. Because my girl kept calling my mother and harassing her.
So your mom and dad aren't married?
They are married.
Oh,
yeah.
they are.
But
Well, how does he not have their number? That like
they don't talk really much anymore. They're still married, but they're broken up kind of.
Oh, they live apart. They live apart.
Yeah, they live apart. Yeah, it's like a divorce almost, but not a divorce. They didn't go through the divorce process.
Do they know you're homeless?
Yes.
And like, what do they say? Have they ever offered help or?
Yeah, my dad's tried to help me before, but he thinks me and my dad always bump heads. I think my dad's bipolar, but me and my dad always bump heads because I choose to live a certain different type of lifestyle. I'm like a free. I like to be a free spirit, free person. You know, I don't.
Are you homeless by choice or?
I'm kind of homeless by choice.
You are. And
I
what
made
could
the
be
decision.
appealing about this kind of life? Like seriously.
It's really not appealing. It's sometimes you could get hurt out here really bad. You know,
your hand is swollen. You've got bruises and cuts all over you.
Yeah, I don't want to work for anybody anymore. I just don't. They said that they clinically diagnosed me with post-traumatic schizophrenia, depression, anxiety. I actually got diagnosed, and that's why I'm waiting for my check. But
like Social Security disability or something.
Yeah, SSDI. Yeah.
Do you take any medications for those things
I was
on a daily
supposed
basis?
to. I was for when I got out of rehab. My dad got me my Seroquel. It cost money because I didn't have insurance.
Right.
The Seroquel was expensive. I was taking 50 milligrams Seroquel, and I was taking 100 milligrams Seroquel.
How long ago was that? Like, how long ago did you get started on the Seroquel and get out of rehab?
I liked the Seroquel. The Seroquel was calming me down. It was making me go to sleep and relax.
But how long ago was that? Like, was it 2 years ago, a year ago? Like, how long ago was
like
that?
5 months ago.
5 months ago.
I haven't took it in like about 5 months. But I was clinically diagnosed by a psychiatrist. And just recently, I just got Baker acted at Fort Pierce. I was in Fort Pierce. I don't remember what happened. They said that I was passed out on the bus bench. I had a half gallon of vodka with me, Skull vodka, and I fell off the bus bench. And then the next thing I know, there's an ambulance there, and it's a whole big scene. A woman slapping me, trying to wake me up. Wow. And she's like, they thought I was dead. I was like this. I was in and out of consciousness.
Well, what about your physical health? Do you have any like broken bones, liver disease?
I have supposedly cirrhosis. I got herpes from a girl. She gave that to me because she cheated on me with somebody else. I have a steel plate in this knee. I had 2 collapsed lungs from smoking crack and crystal meth. I have asthma now, and I had MRSA. I got an infection. I got infected because of cuts.
Wow.
And then I had cellulitis in my legs. I almost lost my legs, and I almost lost my finger. They cut.
Oh, wow. I see that scar, yeah.
I got nerve damage in that finger.
Wow. So where do you sleep at night? Like, how do you keep yourself safe? Where are you staying? Are you staying in the back of a vehicle, in the park? Like,
I try to find, like, somewhere where there's people at, but I try to hide from the people, but I try to be close in case somebody attacks me at night, because I've had kids throw rocks at me, like younger kids, because they don't know no better. Their parents probably ain't raising them right. But
so you've been treated pretty nasty by some people on the street.
Young people.
Young people, yeah.
Yeah, they try to get you at night, come with baseball bats and try to hit you. I chased a couple one time with a knife down the street, but I don't carry weapons on me no more. But
well, what brings you to Titusville? Like, how come you're passing through here? Are you passing through? Are you staying? Like,
I'm passing through. But I wanted to make a little bit of money so I can get to the liquor store. I got $3.
And then after the liquor store, then where?
I'm going on the road. Once I want to at least get a pint and start walking.
Okay, and then where are you gonna walk to?
North on Federal, like to the next city, and then
what's the next city? Like, what's
I don't know the next city.
You don't know
Actually, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, I don't know the next city. I just know I got 50 miles now to go to Daytona still. But
I would think you'd be done running this rat race, man. Like, this is like a hard life being on the street.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it, man, because you said you're kind of doing this by choice, and it just seems like it sucks. Like, you get attacked, and there's nowhere to sleep, and you're getting chased by, alligators and snakes, and the cops. Oh yeah, how about that? Have you gotten trespassed? Like,
yeah, I got
what's
trespassed. I got to go to court for a trespassing in Stewart because I was panhandling in the Publix parking lot. They caught me, but I had 7 cops stop me this whole way. Seven different jurisdictions.
For like what?
Panhandling.
So they don't allow free speech?
No.
Because basically that's what it is. Because if you're on the side of the road with a sign that says "fuck you," they're okay with that. But if you have a sign that says "hungry and homeless, please help," then they're like, "Oh, you're soliciting," and blah 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 blah. So you were telling me that you had a little bit of a history with some of your signs. You come up with some creative signs on the street, and you told me one of them you had like kind of a following. You don't know if it's on YouTube or where it's at. But tell me about when
I lost my backpack. I had my signs in there when I fell in the canal.
So tell me about your best sign. What's your best sign?
Well, these are all my signs.
These are some. So read off some of your signs. I'd love to hear some of these.
My family got abducted by aliens, need money for ray gun. My ex-wife had a better lawyer. I lost my mind, asked me how for $1. Super glued this sign to my fingers, need doctor and $1. Family ate by pigeons, need money for BB gun. My spaceship crashed, need money for new parts. I used to carry Sharpies out. This is a test. If you can read this, give me $1. Top 10 reasons to buy me booze. Do you really need a reason? I want nothing but alcohol, need money. Will only work for 30 minutes, need $1. Having symptoms of alcohol withdrawals, need $1. I'm sorry, I can't afford a Ferrari, need $1. I'm not sure about the universe, but I know I need $1. Why did this idiot go broke? Because I had no sense. When does it rain money, need $1. Guess who needs a alcoholic drink and $1? I've got 99 problems and alcohol's every single one of them. Hocus pocus, I'm brokest, that was a good one, need $1. Spelling is not in my vocabulary, need $1. I love to stay and chat, but really need a beer. Can't decide if I need 6 shots of vodka or 2 weeks of sleep, need $1. I can't go to work, I fractured my skull, I need $1. Just read this message again, need money. My goal is to get drunk enough so people know I'm not sober. I've got 99 problems and 86 of them are made up. Please feed my alcohol addiction. Seeking human kindness, need $1. Credit cards no longer accepted, need cash only. Bush took my sign, Obama took my change, need money. Boogeyman ate family, need money for new closet door. I lost my money in the stock market and my house foreclosed, need help. I need a loan of $1. There, I got one.
This is awesome.
I've got 99 problems and cash is one. I've got $0. Help save Joseph. Make Joseph great again, not America. I'm Scooby-Doo. I need some Scooby snacks. Living on a prayer. Just got to have faith. Why lie? It's furry beer. Help me, I'm ugly. Bird shit on me, need new clothes. My family got attacked by ninjas, need karate lessons. Need money for new flux capacitor for time machine. My coin machine broke, need 25 cents for repairs. My piggy bank got smashed, need money tree. Can I have a piece of the pie? I'm a broke ass cracker. Spread some cheese on this cracker. Michael Jackson said it's time for change, not Barack Obama. Lost and not found, $1 short. All I want is sex, drugs, and a hooker. I have no sense, need 25 cents. Need money for more alcohol before I get delirium tremens. My father owes child support. Look at my sign with your eyes. My caveman family got struck by asteroid, need money. My spaceship got stolen by aliens, need money. Just imagine being homeless. Need money for Jedi training. Way too sober for this. Down on my luck, need $1.
So this is hilarious. He really does have these written down. And so, like, what's the top one? Like, what's gotten you the most donations or help? Like, what's your most successful slogan here you got?
Believe it or not, my spaceship got stolen by aliens.
That's your best one.
No, there's a couple of them. I've got 99 problems, and Cash's one was good.
Yeah.
They like to make Joseph great again, not make America great again. But I was a Donald Trump supporter.
And what are you just like sitting here like at the park or somewhere thinking of these, and you, like, I mean, this
Hocus Pocus, I'm Brocus. That was a good one too. I don't know why that was good.
and so you write these on
My
a poster board.
my family got attacked by Darth Vader, needing money for lightsaber. You know.
And you write these on like pieces of cardboard with a Sharpie and whatnot.
I lost all my Sharpies. I had different colors. I used to draw. I drew one time. I drew Chester Cheeto on my sign, and then I drew the Grinch one time. It was Christmas. I drew the Grinch with money coming out of his hands like this, and I walked down the road with it. And then I drew Chester Cheeto with money coming out of his hands.
Oh my God. So, like, you know, what's the plan, man? Are you, like, going to continue this life? You see yourself dying as an old man at 70-some, 80-some years old on the street being homeless?
I'm not even going to make it to 70.
You're not?
No. I'll probably make it to... I want to make it at least to 40, 50. I don't want to live past that.
Are you going to live on the streets? Do you want to, you know...
I consider myself a hippie, basically, now, but...
Yeah.
I just beg and whatever I can get.
So if one of your friends or family or somebody saw this video, like, what do you want them to know? Is there any message you have for anyone? Is there anyone that you've been looking for that you would want to see this, or to know that you're okay? Or?
I'll just say hi, Donna. Hi, Dina. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. If you do see this video, I'm all right. I'm going to Daytona. I don't know from where I'm going from there. I'm in Titusville. But that's all, basically, and God bless.
And you
when I'm in front of McDonald's, all I say to people, or when I'm sitting down doing the sitting down panhandling, I say, "Excuse me, sir, ma'am, can I borrow a second of your time? I'm a little down on my luck. I just recently, I fell through some hardships. Anything you could help me out would be appreciated." And that's all I say. I don't ask for money, you know. But so when I used to fly, I used to ask for money. I used to put $1 or 25 cents.
Right. Wow. Well, listen, man. You know, I appreciate you giving me a minute of your time and letting us get to know who you are and you know what's going on. And a lot of people are curious about who they see on the streets and what the truth is and what's going on with them and stuff like that. And like I said, man, I just really appreciate you taking a minute and let us know who you are and some of your humor, funny stuff. And
you got to make the best of whatever it is, I like being free. I like the feeling.
I think your freedom has a high price, though, of living on the street and stuff. I mean, this is not easy.
No, it's not. It's not for everybody. I agree with you on that. But when I used to live inside, because I have lived inside before, like a place like that, right over there, a house, a regular house. When I was with my girl, we lived inside. She had an apartment. Yeah. But I felt like I was closed behind four walls because I've been to prison, and I felt like I was being imprisoned.
Ah, okay.
I didn't like it. I like to be outside. I like to meet people. I like to see what the hell's going on in the world,
Yeah. Well, do you have any parting words for anybody who sees this video? Is there any other messages you want to get out there? No.
Just have fun.
Have fun. All right, man.
And live life to the fullest.
To the fullest.
That's it.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.